We're out here with Chloe. This is Chloe from the queer talent of Youngstown.
Youngstown queer talent.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's all the same.
It's all the same.
It's all the same.
Yeah, we talked about me doing this like elaborate bio for you, but the host of Youngstown Pride, the comedian that has been roaring the Youngstown scene.
That's too much credit. Stop it. I just do dumb stuff.
Dumb is fun.
Dumb is fun.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work to be dumb. I don't know if anybody's ever told you that, but yeah. You ever see Talladega Nights?
I have not.
Well, there's a part where he doesn't know what to do with his hands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to move, but here we are.
Here we are. We're chilling at the 204 Broadway house,
Which is beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, Pat and Jim and Elm Street peeps for putting this together and allowing us to be here. I'm your host, Indigo Forrest, and we're here to talk some business.
Business. Love it.
We gotta be super serious. But I love going to the trivia nights. I love going to the open mic comedy nights. I feel like those two things and the way you do them were something needed in the scene for sure.
Thank you. I don't even know how Trivia Go-Go started. It was just me and my friend Mary. We just wanted to do really dumb trivia.
Right.
And my thing is, and I try to, I'm glad you said it, and I hope people see it, is when I'm on stage, I want people to feel like they're part of it.
Right.
I never want people to feel like I'm up here. Like, I want people to feel like it's their stage too.
Right.
And that's how I look at it, because I feel like if you can like be one-on-one with somebody, like it makes a more intimate thing. So it's kind of like if you're in front of me and it's a show, we're all friends. Right. We would go to Thanksgiving dinner. Right. You know what I mean?
It's much more interactive than
I want it to be interactive.
Yeah.
I mean, I want it to be a conversation, because there's been people who've been, say they're introverts, to where they've gotten on stage before.
Right.
And especially with comedy, I started out in a very like male dominated type place, and there was not a lot of room for like queer comedy around here. And I mean, queer comedy is just a nice place to start out, you know,
or like a safe space, like a place you feel like comfortable being able to, joke or like just hang out with your friends. Like, because some of those different groups, can just be competitive or be like, oh, these people are outsiders, like regardless of like gender and stuff like that. They'll do that to themselves, like with their own people, like too. Like it depends on the field, you know what I mean? But if we're talking about music, like music can be competitive to some degree, but it just depends on the people's attitude and, like you said, the right environment, the right space.
It's a very fine line of not trying to police comedy, but also like be supportive. Right. And I know a couple of times if somebody's messed up, the crowd's been so supportive for them to do it again. And I think that's very important, you know? So I don't want to police comedy, but I also just want people to be like nice. And if you want to be hardcore roasting somebody, then go somewhere else, Right. But on my stage, like you can say what you want, right? But also like,
respect people's vulnerability. Because it takes a lot to get on stage and be like, I have something to present to you. Like, whether you're joking or not, it's storytelling to me at the end of the day a lot of the time. And
no, correct.
It does take a lot of bravery to be vulnerable in front of people. So you do want an audience that's receptive to just like general respect, you know what I mean? Or like sensibilities,
I don't think people like realize, I mean, you've been on stage, how hard it is to be on stage. And with comedy, you will find out real quick if you're not funny. Right. Like real quick. You tell one joke, nobody laughs, you're ready to go fuck off. You know what I mean? So it's just...
You know my number one stand-up line? Every time I try to go do stand-up, I just want to sit down.
Do you have a laugh track that you put in this?
I'm the laugh track. Like, okay. I love it. I think I'm funny. So.
Yeah. Come to open mic. It's a safe space. Right here, it's not a safe space.
It's not
a horrible joke. But no. Absolutely. So I give credit to a lot of people. And there's been a lot of people that, like my friend Anthony, Sarah Short, they started on the stage and they realized they wanted to do stand-up and they're out there killing it, and it makes me feel good that I was able to offer that. So
yeah. Shout out to him. Shout out to Bubba. You know, he's been doing his thing. Anthony. Oh yeah, that's Anthony. Yeah,
that's Anthony.
He goes by Anthony.
They go by Bubba now, and I have to respect that.
Okay.
But he's definitely killing it.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
It's nice, and there's a lot of seasoned people who come and they do their thing, and I think it's cool because not a lot of these older comics have probably ever really talked to a trans woman, if we're going to be honest.
Right.
And and that's the thing about what I'm trying to do is, at the end of the day, like, maybe now they have a good idea of who people are.
Mm-hmm.
So, at the end of the day, they might not know who a trans woman is, but now that they know someone who is, it might help them to like avoid a conversation that they wouldn't have thought of just because they do know somebody. And that's what holding space, as an ally should be.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to like be out there marching, but to hold space is walking away from a conversation and saying, hey, I know people, I don't want to, partake in this conversation. So
mm-hmm.
allies can hold space anyway.
Right.
Anyway.
Definitely. And it's about like creating that community of like diverse people, and not just like saying that, but just like actually having a diverse audience, you know what I mean? Without having to be like, we wanted a diverse audience. Like, it's just, you create that when you provide a safe space, like, because people of different groups will feel safe, like in there. No. And then, and a lot of that is about respect. And I'm glad that, it's taken off to such a way. Like, do you think that there's like a specific thing other than creating that safe space that inspires you the most, or is there other things that like have inspired you to be where you are?
Dang, that's a good question. At the beginning, what inspired me the most was just to be dumb and have fun.
Right.
And then I realized I could be dumb and help people.
Right.
And so like, if I can be an idiot
mm-hmm.
and have fun with my friends and be stupid, and that will go help a nonprofit, then let's do it. Cause I was going to be dumb at the end of the day.
Right.
And then I fell in love with the queer community.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, and the thing about community with me is, especially like, let's say Westside Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
There are people I call community that aren't part of the LGBTQIA. It doesn't matter gender, it doesn't matter race. Again, the key word is holding space. It's people who are around each other mm-hmm. and people who want to be around. And that's what I call community. Anybody who just is about promoting love, like good ideas, mm-hmm. that's all it takes, you know? So building that community, and I don't say building like I built this, it's just having it around is what inspired me to keep doing. And people luckily have believed in me, even though I really doubt myself a lot. Right. But sometimes it blows my mind that I'm doing stupid stuff that people like, Right. So
I think it's really important to be able to do things that you enjoy, but also do things that are needed, in the community. And that's like, I think, like, I'm not trying to brag on you or glaze you.
Please do. Don't say that.
No. But I would say that that's like the precipice of humanity, to be able to do something that needs done and to enjoy doing it. That's like the height of where you would want to be, I think, as a human being, where I would want to be, or anybody. I would want that for anybody type thing. So that's really cool. I think
and I'm going to look at what precipice means at some point.
The peak.
Okay, fantastic. We'll just edit that out. Good point. Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm very literal. So when people
I know. That's fine. You can flaunt that around. I'm from the street where we don't say things. Do kids still dab anymore?
Yeah.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yeah. But some kids, if you do it like excessively, they would be like, yo, that's like 2014 or like 17 or whatever.
I talked to a 20-year-old, they didn't know what a cootie shot was. Do you know what a cootie shot is?
Yeah. We used to call it cooties back in my day.
Especially cootios is like polio, because.
Right.
Yeah. Didn't mean to derail you. That's what I did.
No. I'm excited, actually, because if you were really you really want to co-host the Fusion Fest, right? So
yeah.
Okay. So we got events coming up. Chloe's hosting Pride, right?
Okay. So
helping host?
Okay. So it's a tri-chair. So I'm in charge of entertainment. I have Daphne Carr. They are like the logistics and the legal, and I don't know what we'd do without that. But we also have Leander Hunt, who is like a close friend, like pretty much a daughter.
Okay.
And together, like they're doing the parade. It really helps. It's like 3 friends, and a big deal is we're all queer. So we're excited that it is a queer pride.
And you're sharing responsibility, so it's organized.
And it's a great team. It's hectic at times, but it's going to be worth it.
Right.
And I want to do really dumb things like drag performer, arm wrestling, and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just something different for everybody.
Yeah, you always have like engaging and fun events. So like I always really enjoyed everything that you've thrown, because like you just add a little twist to something that's
being
already
dumb and having fun.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure. But I'm looking forward to Pride this year. I know you invited me to perform. Do you know some other performers off the top of your head?
Well, we are having pre-Pride at Westside Bowl, and I'm going to mix it with like drag and comedy. But we also have Mr. Clit and the Pink Cigarettes. We have a band named Volk that is really good. And the day of Pride, we do have a lot of like fun entertainment, but I can't really say because we haven't like emailed everybody yet.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So it's a lot of very local. And then we do have people from Cleveland and Pittsburgh that have come to help lift Youngstown up that I've worked with. So it'll be a fun time.
Is that Jacksonville, oh my gosh, from Pittsburgh people, or are they not coming?
Oh, they're not coming.
Okay.
They have a lot of stuff going on, but they did send a lot of,
All right, awesome. That was like the Pittsburgh people, like we mutually kind of know, so I was like, maybe. Oh, so Pride is the 22nd.
The 22nd.
Of June. So June 22nd, come out to Youngstown Pride. The pre-parties at Westside Bowl, right?
Westside Bowl.
Same day?
The 21st.
21st.
And then the 22nd.
And then the 22nd will be on East Federal?
Yes.
Okay.
No, Phelps, East Federal. Around
Phelps. Okay.
You know how it is downtown Youngstown. Every street's closed.
Yeah.
So
you'll be on the community walkway on Phelps instead?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
But also the week before is the Warren Pride. And then also July 20th is Columbiana.
Okay.
And, you know, it's just a fact of me saying that because it's not a competition. You know what I mean? Like,
and it's also like collaborate with Full Spectrum Community.
Yeah, that is the weekend before ours. Yeah.
Yeah. So I met some of them at the May Day festival. So
Justin.
Justin. Yeah. They were really nice. So we just talked about advocacy, and he just kind of filled me in on all that stuff. Or they filled me in on stuff. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, May Day Festival was awesome.
It was a good time. You did a great job.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun, honestly. I like performing. I like storytelling and doing some advocacy work like with mental health and stuff with my music, storytelling. Also just like taking like traditional songs and trying to make them available to a new audience too, because I feel like there's like a huge gap with like various ethnic cultures and like where we live today. And I feel like there's certain values that we can learn from like really old people. Like I've always befriended old people. There's certain things that I think are really good. Oh, no. I don't even know how old you are.
I'm 45.
45? Okay, I'm 28. So
yeah,
like,
you're young.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Just edit that out.
No, that's going to be a reel. I'm just going to look at 5 seconds.
My question is this real?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely is. You can see like the little new green boys. It's like we're doing a reverse Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, I was going to say like it's really
between two
I don't want
people.
You get...
Instead of between two ferns, it's between two people.
Let's workshop that. That'd be we'll get back to it, but yeah, fantastic. I like this little part. But anyways, getting back to it.
All right. Please come check out those events. And also YOS Fusion Fest, which will also be on July 20th.
That's exciting.
Yeah. There will be flea market.
That's exciting.
Yeah. With Youngstown, partnership with Youngstown Flea, Westside Bowl.
How did that start?
Lounge. Honestly, I just thought about building a community space where there were people from multiple genres of music that could really like vibe with each other. And honestly, a lot of it is shout outs and respect to like the African American communities. So I feel like a lot of African American people don't get a lot of credit for like creating a lot of genres of music. And like, it's a historical thing, but it's also a present, like living thing. Like to me, music is like a living, breathing organism. So it's like to combine elements of like jazz hip hop, alternative rock, and like create a safe space for like all those things to be together, is huge for me because I mean, I would say my end goal is to foster relationships, but also generate like different styles of music from those combinations, you know?
That's important.
Yeah, because rap metal was like one of my favorite genres in the early 2000s. You know, like I loved
like Body Count. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know Body Count, but I know.
You need to leave.
Okay. Signing out.
It's Ice-T.
Oh, Ice-T.
Had a heavy metal band. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I have seen some of it, but I just didn't know it by name. I'm bad with names and dates and stuff. That's why.
Yeah, I'll make you a playlist like Public Enemy and Anthrax. Anthrax?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, like I listen to Korn, System of a Down, like a lot of those kind of guys too.
Okay.
System of a Down, Rage Against the Machine, a lot of that political rock, like that's what really got me into activism and like learning about things like social justice and
I want to see your Spotify. I want to see if this checks out.
It's pretty wild.
Okay.
My Spotify is like sea shanties and like alternative hip hop were like my last two like highest things. Like
I just want to say this. How about this? I don't want to like your viewers. I don't want to upset anybody.
No,
but
do it.
I feel weird when people don't use Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you feel the same, but when they use YouTube Music, I think that's weird.
YouTube Music is like interesting. I don't know.
But you get the Spotify Rap.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, ultimately, it's just what you listen to, but
right. I
don't know. You guys are weird. Just get Spotify, please.
Yeah. Are you sponsored by Spotify?
Kind of. And right now it's $13.99 for the family plan.
I knew it. The Spotify off. Little did you know I use Apple. No, I'm just kidding. The whole time.
Horrible.
I'm just kidding.
See you later.
Yeah.
But
oh man. But it's wonderful being here. It's wonderful chopping it up with you. What's been your favorite like venue or your place to perform, or favorite place to host an event?
What if I say one thing and everybody gets upset? Such a question. I will be honest. It is going to be Westside Bowl, and it is. I'm gonna say Westside Bowl, but I also want to mention Cedars,
right?
Because Billy took a chance, and that's where we started Trivia Go-Go.
Yeah.
But also Nate has definitely like really taken me in and has backed me up, even though like certain days he probably has lost money on things. But there's been so many dumb things I go to Nate to, and Nate's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Half the times, like I did a Adventure Time rave, and he said, I don't know what that is, but go for it. You know what I mean? And Nate has definitely like made such a safe space to be there, you know, and
be yourself.
Yeah, and what they do is very important, and a lot more queer people and whatnot have gone to Nate, and Nate's like, sure, absolutely, you know what I mean? So
he's incredibly intelligent. Like he's a political science major. Not a lot of people know. Like he's very intentional with like the community building. I think him and Jamie are just very like righteous, like down to earth people at the same time. So like with that, like want to do good and the ability to do good, like they're rocking it right now.
Yeah, and the fact of like we're always in the basement, which we're basement people, to be honest. You know what I mean? Right. The shows we do, but also Nate. I tell you what, hopefully he doesn't watch this. Nate is the first person to give me daddy issues. I didn't even know I had daddy issues. The first time we did Trivia Go-Go, I was super pumped. I was like, oh, this is great. The show is stupid. I hope we do it again. And Nate came to me, Nate is not smiles. And he said, how do you think you did? I don't know, Dad. I have no idea. Maybe I'll try better. What would you like me to do?
That is a very dad question, but
yeah,
he's very much like an uncle to me in like the Fusion Fest vibe and like just like a lot of stuff, because he believed in me, like you said, like where I was doubting myself, and helping me throw the Fusion Fest, helped me create that safe space, believing in my ideas. Like he's also done that for me. So I definitely look at him like an uncle type figure in that way. Same with Derek McDowell. They heard out a lot of my ideas. Some of my ideas, they were like, no, don't do that. And like, I respected them because like they've done this longer than me. They know what they're doing more than I do. So like, I have to listen to them at that point. Like it's just a chain of command kind of thing.
Also, let me rechange this answer and let me say this.
Yeah.
There are different venues I like for different things.
For sure.
Definitely Cedars for more like of an artsy thing. Westside Bowl for more of like what we do.
With the trivia.
But I mean, like modern methods.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Adam Keck out there and Sarah, like,
yeah.
Not only are they for stupid things, they add to stupid things.
Right.
We found out today we're having another Modern Madness too, which I'm excited about.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Is it going to be August or are you doing?
I think August 24th.
Okay.
So I'm going to start getting entertainment.
That's exciting.
So, yeah.
I'm actually doing the acoustic thing the weekend before that. I think the 17th, I think it is, or something.
Where at?
At Darlene.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
And then after this, I can also talk to you about Small Spaces, Big Voices, because I would like you to do that, which is at the Cornelius Coy Honeycomb Collective.
Yeah.
And it's just basically...
What's the owner's name? I can't remember.
Megan Thomas.
Megan Thomas. Yeah, she's really nice. I met her a few times.
Like monthly, what we're trying to do is just get musicians in there and ask them, like, they talk about what motivated them. They play some music, and it's like a nice little intimate, like
singer-songwriter kind of.
Yeah, VH1 storytellers, but all these young kids don't know anything about it, so I seem like a genius by saying VH1 storytellers. So
that sounds very official.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not just doing dumb stuff all the time. I do kind of smart things.
No, I love VH1 and MTV like back in the day when they actually like played stuff. But when I was a teenager, it was like all like drama and like stuff like that. I'm just like, you would think I would like this stuff because I'm a teenager, but I actually hate it. I just had Cat Williams and the Boondocks on repeat in the background while I played video games. Like Comedy Central was my main background noise. Go-to? Yeah.
Okay.
And they used to play Cat Williams reruns so much. So like the fact that he came out and said a lot of the stuff that he did, like on the interview, just like straight up, like was just like really just loop backs to stuff he's already said, like wild stuff he said on stand up, like talking about Weinstein, talking about exposing all these things. And people back then just like took it as a joke or just like, oh, ha ha ha. Like, cause back in the early 2000s, late 90s, like 2010s, you could pretty like before 2010, I feel like you could almost say anything and people would just be like, oh, ha ha ha. But
listen, the 80s and 90s were a wild time.
Right.
People could do whatever.
Right.
Here's the thing. Pee Wee Herman couldn't have done what he did in the 90s in like 2018.
Right. No.
You know what I mean? It's still being Batman Returns.
Right. No.
So accountability is the thing.
Accountability is a thing.
And good for accountability, right?
Oh yeah. 10,000%. And like, there's a lot of things I think with comedy where it's like, a lot of people use a lot like more like self-deprecating humor nowadays and things like that instead of like putting other groups of people down and stuff like that. And there's like a balance to it too, right?
Yeah, the self-deprecation to me honestly isn't my thing. I mean, my idea, I struggle with this because I grew up watching Eddie Murphy, and it wasn't me by myself. My family grew up watching Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor records, and I used to watch Dean Martin roast. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but like, you'd get Don Rickles, and I feel like nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about. But you'd have different races, different religions, and they'd make fun of each other, and they would go home and call it a day.
Yeah.
And so it's just like to be before 2000 comedy to now after 2000 comedy with cancel culture and things like that. I do talk to a lot of comics who are white woke men who like can't say anything. And I feel like I can get away with a little more because I am trans, because I don't have any rights and I can punch up. Well, once I have rights, I'm done. I'm getting canceled.
White people start making fun of us, because that's funny. I think
white people making fun of white people.
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of been done.
It has been done, but
me making fun of white people. Yeah, get ready for that one.
No, that's definitely a thing. Just making fun of white male behavior, I think, is very easy. It's like, it's slow picking fruit.
Yeah, it really is. And that's fine. That's fine.
It is. But let me see here, because we got some time. What do you think of the Yo West Fusion Fest? Like, what was your experience with it last year?
I didn't go last year, and I feel hard. I think I did go I went for a little bit.
End, yeah.
Yeah, I did go from the end. I enjoyed it, and I wish I could have been there longer. Not me saying, no, I didn't go. No.
I was like, I might be tripping though. I was like, maybe.
No. I think I did go at the end. And everybody I talked to had a great time.
Yeah.
And there were people who I didn't even think would be there. And then they told me they had a good time. So you definitely got a huge draw of people. So I'm excited to be there, like, for this one.
Yeah, same. And it's just like, I'm excited to have you. One of the things I didn't do well last year is like I didn't have a host for downstairs, and I was just a host upstairs, downstairs. So I just
oh my God.
Yeah, it was awful.
That was horrible.
But now my buddy Larry is doing the Lyrical Lounge downstairs. They're actually going to do a cipher. So if you guys like doing ciphers, like you like old school hip hop stuff, that'll be sprinkled throughout the show.
Oh, nice.
Because he's trying to spice up the hip hop thing. He just did Music Madness. He did the 420 show.
Oh, yeah.
Music Madness was like a hip hop tournament, like 8v8, you know, down to the last people. And that actually had a great turnout. Like a lot of people were like, oh man, people were going to be salty. Like they were kind of worried about how people would react, but it was perfect. Everybody was pretty respectful. Some people got a little salty, but it was fun. And some of it was like very authentic. Like some people in the crowd were saying like, oh man, this felt like those old MTV shows. Like it felt like some of that stuff like back in the day.
Like a basement party.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I know it was beautiful. So I'm excited for that this year. I'm excited for all the vendors. There's going to be 20 vendors this year.
Oh, wow.
So last year there was only like 10. And so Derek's like working out like a design plan layout for that. There's going to be DJs, unlimited bowling, brunch, all that stuff.
Sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds fun.
It is going to be really fun.
I also I burped, but I swallowed it. Do you think you heard it in post-production?
Maybe.
Oh, man.
I hope so.
Keep it in, please.
I'm going to save that to the soundboard.
Yeah, please. Loop it. Make a song out of that. Fantastic. No, I think that's amazing. I think it's going to be a good time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You should be proud of that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. It's like, it was a lot of things coming. Like I had, you know, Malik put on a lot of shows back in the day, the art shows. Clarence put on a lot of shows. And I was just kind of taking ideas from both of those veins and being like, okay, like what can I cultivate and build a bigger community, like I said. And it's kind of shout outs, like, and putting a lot of those guys on. I was trying to like shout them back out because a lot of those guys like got tired of throwing events, you know, and I'm just like, oh, let me throw an event for these guys. Like, because like I wanted to give back to the community.
That's hard. It's hard to throw an event, honestly.
Yeah. I really wanted to give back and really like show the appreciation while just saying thank you, like for what you did, like, but like show my appreciation by, you know, you put me on, now let me put you guys on type of thing. So, and it was beautiful. Like I had a great time. I like organizing stuff, like, but like part of me is lazy, but part of me really likes organizing stuff and putting things together. So
it's stressful. So just the fact you organize stuff. Yeah.
Right.
It is a beast within itself.
Right.
Yeah. The thing is about doing stuff for Youngstown is if you're doing things in Youngstown, you're not doing it to make money because you're not going to.
Right.
You're doing it because you actually love Youngstown. So I think that's very important. We're not making money. We just love you and you're welcome. So
hence why we have nonprofits.
yeah. Hence we have nonprofits and I have $20 in my account.
Yeah. I think I have like $0 right now, but tomorrow's payday. I got a burrito.
Way to brag about that.
I got a burrito earlier, and it was my last dollar.
Also, way to brag about the burrito. Fantastic.
I'm sorry.
Are you playing kickball?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah?
I'm going to be on the
I know you asked me a question, but my question is more important.
It is.
Okay.
The Yana kickball tournament.
Whose team are you on?
Yana.
Oh, cool. I don't want you on my team. That's totally fine. I'm getting all the indoor kids. Like, honestly.
Get Mary, please.
Mary's in jail. Mary can't play. Hashtag free Mary. But is that how you do it? Like this? Do you go like that?
I don't know. That sounds like gang signs.
But yeah, no. I'm getting all the like indoor and queer kids to get on there, and we're not going to do good. You know what I mean? Fun. We have Inhaler. We have to be back to play World of Warcraft at some point. You know what I mean? So it'll be fun. You know,
watch. This is like one of those like Art of War things. You're actually gonna show up with like the most buff like queer people I've ever seen, and they're all just gonna be like, "Oh, you play kickball."
Oh, we've been doing leg exercise. It's leg day every day.
Every day.
I'm giving you a false sense of like,
right.
yeah, come on, scoot up. Boom, we got it.
No, but I mean, I'm sure, it depends on who shows up. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be a good turnout. I think it's a good idea to do it.
It's a great idea. Elijah and I have been working together on stuff, like just chopping up ideas is what I mean too, since like back in the Susie days, so like 6-7 years. I remember the first time he ever went up to an open mic, he was nervous to read his poetry. He was sitting at the bar. I was just like, bro, like just go do it. And I think like instead of like telling him that, I think I just pulled something that I had because I've been a writer since I was like 10 or whatever. But it's like I just went up and did something and like just let it all. I was nervous and stuff that, but I just let it all out. And he went up there, he did his thing, and
no, I've seen him do
ever
poetry.
Ever since then, he's just been doing it steady.
Oh, it's fantastic! Like he's been doing it for years.
Yep, he's coming to his own now, like where he puts that emotion into it, like he puts it's like real spoken word and stuff. So just like seeing him come from being that nervous guy to do it to like doing it steadily is just awesome.
No,
and he used to tell me about his ideas with Yana. Like he's like, oh, I want to put together a mental health thing. And he's like addiction therapist certified and all this different stuff now. Like just like I nerd out about human beings. I'm like, man, like look at that person doing their thing. Like
passion is a big deal,
right?
You know what I mean? Like that's very interesting,
and it's kind of like that manifestation thing too.
Yeah, no, I'm really glad he's having it. I really want to like kick the ball and kick it right into him.
Right.
For no reason other than to start shit.
You guys, you already got the boots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're pulling a booted up.
These aren't the boots I'm wearing. Stop it. These are too nice. But
shit.
Yeah. No, I just want him to know that he's going to roll the ball and I'm going to kick it and it's going to be like out the park. I don't know where we're playing, but the point is, they're not going to recover. So bring another ball. Yeah. Because I'm coming for you.
Bring like one ball for every member on the close team.
No, not every member. Just
you guys all have to come booted up now. Like that's like the vision in my mind. Like everybody walks in with like the leather boots. Like it's gonna be intense.
Don't tell us what to do. We're gonna do what we want. All right.
I'm sorry. Okay.
That's all right.
It's easy for a person in my position to tell people what to do. Right?
It is. A person who has a burrito. Fantastic.
A burrito and a man bun? That's going too far. And a mustache. And a man
bun. Jesus, oh man, this is a stereotype we're getting.
Yeah, like what am I going to get? A craft beer next? Like,
I always talk about the fact of me being black and white, that when I grew up, when I was a kid, I wanted to be like, the best of both sides. You mean like I wanted to like, on the black side, I wanted to like slam dunk, you know what I mean? And on the white side, I couldn't think what on the white side I wanted to be, but I guess it's like drink craft beer.
Right.
And like
go to like
pay your taxes on time.
Go to Beltane.
Yeah. Go to Beltane. But like now that like, I've grown up,
right.
I just can't dance and I have no side of anything except for I guess the white side.
We're on your own side.
I like to videotape white people when the electric slide comes on and the Casper slide and just watch how like they all try to do it and there's 3 people going one way and 4 people going right, but they think everything's good.
Have you ever been to the Upper Creek in Warren?
No.
They do like karaoke nights on Thursdays, and that's like the best I've ever seen a group of white people dance. Like they know all these line dances, and like they know like I learned how to do the 2-step there. Like,
okay, yeah. I'm gonna look interested. Like I want to go.
No, but like it's like a younger crowd, but it's like it's a mixed crowd too. Like it's really fun actually there. My coworkers love to go there to drink, so like. I will just be like watching the drinks while like all these teachers are like shaking their asses on the dance floor, and I'm just like, make sure nobody steals their stuff or roofies them. And
what's this place called? Let me write it down.
Up a Creek.
All right, cool. I'll make sure to check it out.
Where's the door?
Perfect. I'm gonna 2-step my way out of here.
All right. I think we can.
Has this been the most derailed interview you have? I feel like
this is good. I don't know what segment to put it on though. If it's chilling or business, it's chilling with the business. So it's a little bit of both. And that's what people have been requesting when I tell them, like, I give them an ultimatum and they're like, why not both? And I'm like, oh, you're right. But it's
why not both? Why do you tell people it's either chilling or business? Here's the thing. You're a white man with the bun who has a burrito and you're telling people what to be. Let people be each other.
For sure.
I'm going to take over this podcast.
All right.
Who's next? Elijah, come. You're on the next one.
We're
getting rid of this dude. Get out of here. Yeah, I apologize to anybody who watches this. I feel like this has been horrible. I'm here dabbing the whole time. You don't have to do it because I do it. It just makes it weird.
Oh. I thought we were like syncing up.
No.
I thought our periods were like.
That is horrible. That is horrible. I don't have periods. I'm in tranopause. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for being here, Chloe.
Oh, what did I do?
It's an honor to have you.
Fantastic. Thank you. I don't know what you wanted.
I feel like that was cool. Like,
one of those things.
Oh, yeah, the Viking shake.
No,
you have to make sure that they don't have a knife, is what the purpose of that is.
No, I transitioned so I don't have to do that. I like guys will come up to me not knowing like how to deal with me, and they give me that like safe fist bump.
Oh, the fist bump is the safest. That's my go-to.
Yeah.
Does that make me awkward?
A lot of things make you awkward, honestly. It's really just not the fist bump that like pushes you over.
Does it seal the deal though? It's like
Ty, we don't have time.
Oh, we don't have time to get
We don't have time to get in what's wrong with you. All right, catch me next month, where I guess will be somebody other than Ty.
Right. Check out Columbiana Pride. Check out Warren Pride. Check out Youngstown Pride.
Check out all prides.
All Pride. Shouting out Pride.
Be a good ally. Create spaces for people. Come to Fusion Fest. Kick Ty off this show. I mean, I don't know.
We need a better host for sure.
Yeah, we do. Man bun.
How about shout out to the fern?
Is there your fern? It's not a fern.
It is. Its name is Fern.
I think our time's up. I really think it is. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for being here. I almost tried to shake your hand again.
We've already shook hands.
It's like the Midwest, like goodbye. All right, you're right. I am awkward.
All right.
The mic like smoking Joe Frazier, the Hellraiser, raising hell with the flavor, terrorize the jam like troops in Pakistan, swinging through your town like your neighborhood Spider-Man. So